Hello, my name's Tony Hill from Rivers Bushfire Brigade. Today we're going to be going through the basics of the pump operations on RIV11. This tanker is a heavy tanker in the ACT, equivalent to the New South Wales Cat 1. It's 3,600 litres and it's typical of the tankers being bought for the ACT for the last few years. So the first thing we'll do is start the pump. The pump control panel is over here on the left hand side. There's the ignition switch. That will show you then the water levels. You can test the water level alarm. Make sure the throttle is pushed in. Start the pump, and then you can throttle it up to the pressure you want. With the pump, the typical operating pressure for our use is 700 kPa, approximately between the 500 and 700, and that's a good working pressure for general bushfire operations. You can operate it over 1000 kPa, but that's really only when you need a lot of water, a lot of pressure. If you need to try and work out where the valving goes and what the different valves do, it's always good to remember that the pump intake goes into the centre of the pump, and the pump outlets go from the outside of the pump itself. So here, this is a two-stage pump, but this is your inlet into the pump, and here is an outlet. So once you know that, you can actually look at the valving and work out what the different valves do. Regarding as to whether they're on or off, if the valve handle is across the pipework, so in this instance here, it's 90 degrees to how the pipe is coming out here, that means it's off. If the valve handle is running along the pipework, then you know that it's open. The other thing to note with the valves, any of these, is to open and close them gently. Don't snap them on and off. Move them nice and slow. It reduces water hammer and possible damage to either the pump or making it hard for the operator on the hose line. With RIV11, it has a recirculation trickle valve built into it. So when the pump is operating at low pressure, there's always water running through this unit here from the pump back into the tank, and it keeps the pump cool. If you're operating at a high pressure for a long period of time, then you'll need to open the recirc valve, which is positioned down here. It's actually labelled, and you just crack that open, just partly open. You'll hear the valve when it's open enough, you'll hear the water going through, and that'll be enough to keep the pump cool.